Okay, okay, good day everyone. So to continue, again, pardon for my background noise, we'll be talking about discipline. So what is discipline? So discipline is the management action to enforce organizational standards. So this is an action sa imong organization itself to enforce standards, enforce peace and order. So we have at least two types of a discipline here. We have preventive discipline and corrective discipline. So preventive discipline is the action taken to encourage employee to follow standards and rules so that infractions do not occur. From the word itself, preventive. Para dili ma ay para walay mahitabo in the future. So, yung gina-encourage ang empleyado to follow kani nga mga rules. I-follow ninyo para maka-avoid ta og further damage in the future. Let's say for example, sa bantay mo nang we have SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. Hindi daw ka before daw ka mosulod sa laboratory, hindi daw ka suot og PPE, personal protective nga equipment in which magkuan ka lab gown, magbutang ka og boots, magbutang ka gloves, magbutang ka og goggles, and so on and so forth in order to prevent further ng mga disaster, okay? That's why preventive siya nga discipline, such as the standard operating procedures. Okay, mga procedures before the mo enter og mga um, rooms. So, example, especially in laboratory. Next would be corrective discipline, action that follows infraction of a rule. It seeks to discourage further infractions so that future acts will be in compliance with standards. Disciplinary action. Corrective action ang nakapait po dahil niya kay humana na ang nahitabo. So what will you do is do um to set a rule para i-discourage na po ang further nga damage in the future. So, let's say for example, wala di ka nag-gloves sa laboratory, napaso im kamot sa chemicals. Then, with that, ay din ka nag-set og corrective discipline. Imo siyang giingnan nga, di lang sa ka pwede mo sulod sa laboratory unless ma-okay na ka, o bawal na yun ka mo sulod again if wala kay PPE. So, that is corrective discipline. Humana na ang action. So, mura kag nag-set lang og disciplinary action. So, imo siyang gi-suspend siguro for some time until maka-recover siya sa iyahang kuan, sa iyahang kato napasok nga kamo. So, that is for discipline. We have two, preventive or corrective na discipline. Before na mahitabo and after na ay nahitabo. So, we also have progressive discipline. So, policy that provides stronger penalties for repeated offenses. So, let's say for example, badlungon man gyud sa imong mga empleyado, di man gyud magsuot og PPE sa laboratory, what will you do? So, you need to have progressive discipline system. So, this is more of progressive. Let's say for example, kanang ano siya, warning up to the worst scenario, worst case scenario. So, it is composed of this. First one, verbal reprimand by supervisor. Imo siyang pangasab-an, siyang i-remind. Okay, reminders, dapat kay ano yung, di ba, nagsigin ako remind sa inyo nga, magsuot dito PPE, ano, wala man nagsuot yapon. Next would be, ikapila na ka nagsig papadlong, yan ka og written reprimand with a record in personal file. Gibutang na noon sa imuhang good moral, nga badlongon ka, o di ba, kay, di man ka magpatuo, ikapila naman ka napaso. So, more for the fifth time, gibutang na sa imong record nga padlongon ni siya nga empleyado. After that one, i-suspend ka sa work. 1 to 3 days suspension from work, up to 1 week or longer, hantod nga, kuan ka, i-discharge ka for cause. Ipa-resign kasi mo trabaho, pwede naman ka magdisiplina. Badlungon mangyud kay ka, ikapila na ka na, disgrasya. What if mas dako pa nga disgrasya ang nahitabo? Sala pa ni kumpanya, di ba? Kay badlungon kay ka. So you would be discharged for a cause or ipa-resign ka sa company. Murag dili lang sa nato ni ipadayon, ma'am sir, kay murag dili magud ta magkasinabot, di makamo follow sa amo ang mga rules o regulation, badlungon man kay ka, unsaon ta man na. O di man pud ka gusto magbago. Di amo ang takang i-let go. No, i-let go lang sa kanang pangita lang sa lain nga kumpanya nga murag dawaton ka kung unsa ka kapadlungon. Mas hininga nang iingon sa imo sa imuhang employer. So that is the progressive discipline. Ayo gigulat nga first i-reprimand ka gaan ka o written nga notice until nga i-suspend ka. So on and so forth. So depende yun na sa unsa ka heavy ang imong offense. So let's continue. So we also have quality of work life or QWL. So favorableness or unfavorableness of a total job environment for people. So you'll know nga quality or favorable ang QWL ani nga person because satisfied performance, maayos lang sa trabaho. Or unfavorable if they tend nga okay toxic they kailang environment. It is like ganahan mo trabaho. One kay sila, is like a late, is like absent. So QWL programs are another way in which organizations recognize their responsibility to develop jobs and working conditions that are excellent for people as for the economic health of the organization. So this is where kani nga mga programs gina-recognize sa organization imong responsibility, imong worker conditions, imong mga achievements. So, in order for you to experience a healthy environment under this management. So, it emphasizes development of employee skills and reduction of occupational stress in the development of more cooperative labor management relations. Okay, so it emphasizes ang development sa employee skills, so if possible, with the more trainings they will give sa iyang empleyado para mas ma-feel nila nga they are involved. There is high job involvement, there is high job satisfaction, there is less stress in their occupations, and so on and so forth. So QWL is where you'll know nga sada ni siya nga company to work with given nga they are very considerate when it comes to your stay or when it comes to your um kanang work life in the organization themselves. So that is QWL. So we next one would be the job scope topic. So we are done with discipline. Next would be the job scope. So what is job scope, DI? So I guess you already have at least brief nga knowledge what it is. So assessment of a job on two dimensions, it could be job breadth and job depth. So this is how you will be assessed sa imong job scope. Unsay gyud ka dako ang imuhang trabahoon. So to determine its potential for enlargement or enrichment. Dili pod ni gina-consider ni employer nga kuan as to unsa nga trabaho or unsa nga trainings pagyud akong ihatag sa imo given nga mo din imong skills, mo din ang imong abilities for you to have more job enlargement in which pataghanan imong task or mas pa kanabitang pabug-aton siguro or padakuan imong workload given nga mas maayo day ka makaya day kay nimo pero dili ra pud kay ka too boring too bored sa imong trabaho at the same time too stressed. So the first one we have job breadth. So a number of different tasks for which an individual is directly responsible for. So job breadth is how many tasks daw imuhang trabaho in a day. So it ranges from very narrow, like isa ra ka task in gina-perform permanently, or to a very wide nga kuan range, several tasks. So job breadth is mura siya og imuhang horizontal, okay, horizontal nga form in the organization in which unsa kadaghan imong trabaho under you. So whether it is narrow or wide. So gamay ra siguro imong trabaho pero balik-balik or daghan pero talagsara. So employees with narrow job breadths were sometimes given a wide variety of duties in order to reduce their monotony. So ginagaan ka og job enlargement when it comes to your job breadth. So padaghanan imong trabaho para dili kay ka again uh, maboringan sa imong trabaho sige balik-balik ordinary. So padak-an og samot imong padakan og padaghanan imuhang workload para pod malingaw pud ka. Example ani kay kato as an accounting assistant balik-balik ra akong trabaho it's very boring nga talagta compared sa ako ang amiga. Akong amiga is kuan siya, knowledge transfer specialist siya. So, iyang trabaho kay lahi-lahi everyday. So, gina-assign siya si siya lakaw-lakaw, lahi na pud nga task, lahi na pud nga project. So that means nga dako iyang job enlargement. Kuan kanang wide iyang job breadth. Well, next one we have uh job rotation under pagyapon ni didto as a job breadth. So job rotation, it involves periodic assignment of an employee to completely oh no, what's that? To completely to an employee to completely different set of job activities to completely do or um yeah accomplish different set of job activities. We also have what we call job rotation. Again, under job breadth para padak-an imong job may dili boring himpahimon ko job rotation. Job rotation is where let's say for example for first week i-assign ka sa second week i-assign ka sa badminton. Sa third week, i-assign ka sa basketball. So that is job rotation. Magtuyok mo sa imuhang trabahuan periodically. So an effective way to develop multiple skills in employee. Okay, an effective way to develop multiple skills in employees which benefits the organization while creating greater job interest in career options for the employees. Ang nakanais po sa job rotation kay the more they are exposed to different departments, the more they are realize na hala, sada din ni nga trabaho. Pwede di ko ni maayos po di ko diri. Let's say for example, sa engineering nga department, okay, agriculturist ka but gi-assign ka sa engineering department. Nya, ayan mo na-realize na hala, maayo day ko maghimo og kung ang mga building, maayo day ko ani nga trabaho. Or probably gi-assign ka sa arts and sciences nga let's say department in which maayo creative day ka na day kay talent for that. So with that, you'll realize nga okay daghan day kog mga trabaho, daghan day kog skills, and daghan pa day kog other interests aside sa ako ang current nga job. Pwede day ko ani pwede day ko ana. Ma-realize nimo. Mo na nakanay sa job rotation. Margaan nimo sila opportunity to learn new things or to develop their um existing talents or mga skills for job rotation. So next would be the job desk. So amount of control, responsibility, and discretion employees have over their job is performed. Your job desk is more on your control, responsibility. So unsa daw ka murag sinabitaw unsa ka kuan ka when it comes to your trabaho unsa how much is your authority or your power over that trabaho. Let's say for example you are the manager, then probably imong job desk is mas bugat given nga mas daghan kay responsibility, daghan ka og mga task compared to as a simple lang employee, medyo mabaw lang ilang desk because kay kuan man mabaw ra man pud ang ilang trabaho, dili kay siya pressure, di pud kay siya stressful. Example na na siya. Next would be job enlargement. Okay. We also have job enlargement and job enrichment. So job enlargement is policy of giving workers a wider variety of duties in order to reduce monotony, adding additional tasks to the worker's job for greater variety. So this is actually what job enlargement is. Mas gaan nimo sila og wider variety of duties. Lahi-lahi ng mga trabaho para dili sila masumhan sa ilang job. Dapat kay ma-expose sila to lain nga mga work in order for them to feel satisfied daw. So additional task is ginahatag sa ilaha. Dili itong balik-balik ha, but lahi na pud na. Next would be job enrichment, policy of adding motivators to a job to make it more rewarding, seeking to add depth to a job by giving workers more control, responsibility, and discretion as for the job is performed. Well, for job enrichment, mas gaan sila og reward. Ang motivators lang, like, okay, mo na imong trabaho, di ba, kung gaan ka o mas daghan nga trabaho, mas ma-pressure ka, mas ma-stress kay patay, na napod ko lahi nga trabaho, ani. What will you do? Probably the company will give you job enrichment. Ganito motivators and rewards. In every task na yung himuon na kay bonus. Imagine. Di ba? Mas ganahan na noon ka mo dawat o bago nga task. Kay, grabe man ang pag-motivate po sa inyo. There is job enrichment. Gan man nila og emphasis nga, okay, kay mao man ni ang imong trabaho, Kay mao man ni ang imong trabaho or ang imong job, um, medyo bugat-bugad man o medyo daghan naman, so gaan ka namo og mas dako pod nga reward. Dako pod nga reward accordingly sa imong mga trabaho karon nga ginakuan handulan. That's it for job enlargement and job enrichment. Again, enlargement padaghanon nimo ang ang trabaho sa imong empleyado. Next would be job enrichment for them to be more satisfied with their job itself. So that is for job scope. So this is the differences between job enrichment and job enlargement. So we have in the horizontal, okay, horizontal or x-axis, we have the number of tasks. So this is focused on breadth. So whether it is few or many. And on the y-axis, we have higher order and so let's say for example, if there is few nga trabaho o lower order, dili siya stressful trabaho, that means this job is routinary. So, boring nga job. Routinary nga job kay gamay raman sila. Compared to higher order, pero gamay ra. So, all you need to do is job enrichment. Mas sige ra kag motivate nga makaya na nimo or mas gaani mo sila og kana bitaw mga rewards if ma-reach nila ang certain nga kuan siguro nga mga quota or ma-reach nila ang certain nga task. Well, if daghan na pud kayo, pero lower order, so there is job enlargement. So daghan na sila trabaho pero dili kay sila satisfied, di kay sila rewarded silang trabaho palong sa kadaghan. So lower order and many, there is job enlargement. But if it is higher order and daghan, higher order of daghan, that means na there is job enrichment and enlargement. So as you can see here, that is difference between them, whether they have few or many tasks, and how as to what degree ang ilang mga trabaho, whether it is lower or higher order. Okay, so that is their differences. So next would be the benefits of job enrichment, which emerge in three areas. So naputay benefits of job enrichment. So these are present in these three areas. We have individual, organization, and society. So job enrichment benefits, we have um, for individual, there is growth, self-actualization, and job satisfaction. So you as a person, probably as an employee, masatisfy yun ka, given nga dahil ka rewards ka ka-achieve sa imong mga task. So as an individual, you learn more, there is self-actualization and satisfaction na imong gaka-reach when it comes to rewards nga ginahatag sa imong mga trabaho. So you Okay, so that's in the individual part for job enrichment benefits. Again, pardon for my background noise. Next would be the organization. So there is intrinsically motivated employees, better employee performance, and less absenteeism and turnover, and fewer grievances. In an organization, so with the benefits of job enrichment is it means nga mas tsada ang performance sa mga employee, gamay ang ga-absent, gamay ang resign, and gamay rapod ang gabagut. So in society, full use of human resources and most effective organization. So the more nga effective ang organization, whether in the individual area up to the organization, that means in the society, dako po siya og impact. Given nga tanan people are working effectively, and again, these organizations are kanang kaya effective when it comes to their purposes, especially in the society itself. So we also have core dimensions in which it says a job characteristics approach. So the core dimensions or the core job characteristics affect work outcomes through three psychological states. So diri gyud daw um gina-affect ang ato ang job characteristics. Diri nato gina-identify. We as employees tend to perceive our work in these core dimensions. So we have skills and variety. So different skills and abilities used, task identity, the complete piece of work, task significance, importance of work, autonomy, control over task performance, and feedback, information about the performance. So we have direct effects and work outcome. So the first one for skill, task and task significance, task identity and task significance, it means you are going to perceive meaningfulness in the psychological state. So, ma-realize ni mo nga, para unsa din yung trabaho. Nganong need mo ko magtrabaho? Unsa din yung purpose sa organization? Igor ako take photocopy, pero dako kay kog impact. Kay mas mo lessen ang burden sa akong mga kauban. Diba? Something like that. Well, for autonomy, imong perceive responsibility, you'll be more responsible over your task, kay mas naman kay control, mas naman kay um kana bitawng ka na kay gunit sa imong trabaho. Kabalo ka how to deal with your job effectively. So for feedback, perceive knowledge of results. So with the feedback itself, dako siya help sa imuha given nga you know what are the kana bitang expected result with your trabaho. So probably the more ka good you are, the more expectation you'll get kada ang imuhang feedback sa imong performance. So for work outcomes, it could improve performance, heighten satisfaction, and reduce absenteeism and turnover. So positive yapon ang iyahang outcome. If again positive pud ang imong pag-view ah, sa imuhang skill variety, identity sa imong core dimensions sa imong trabaho. So mas improve ang imong performance, mas satisfied ka sa imong trabaho, mas stay ka, and so on and so forth. So let's continue. So we have next one is skill variety, task identity, and task significance. So skill variety policy of allowing employees to perform different operations that often require different skills. So, you may let your employees have skill variety, especially let's say for example, imo silang i-enroll to TESDA. Example katong sa TESDA, example kay katong um, mga kanabitang activities nga makapa-enhance, mapa-enrich ang ilang skills in your company. Probably due to job rotation, sada na siya nga one nga activity in which again sila to different departments and ma-realize nila nga okay, maayo po dahil ko ani yung mga area. Task identity, practice of allowing employees to perform a complete piece of work. So for task identity, again, imo silang i-assign mo sila nga unsa ang ilahang trabaho. Like ang imong yung trabaho is mag-photocopy. Okay, di ba? Siguro ka mag-photocopy pero dako kay na siya impact ang imong gina-work. So your identity is photocopier. Dili gyud ka dapit nga part sa organization. O, dili ka sa organizational chart. So you are murag one of the workforce in which makapatabang og pa dali sa mga trabaho. Pa-photocopy pa, disseminate og information. Next would be task significance, amount of impact you have so as perceived by the worker that the work has on other. Kaya you'll realize na like, importante di akong trabaho given nga gibutang gid ko ani nga position. Kapalo gid sila nga responsible ko when it comes to disseminating kuan mga information nga needed or something like that. So you'll realize nga bisag unsa ka gamay imong trabaho as long as you are identified as part of the organization, that means you have a significance. Okay? So whether small or kadamit ang mabaw ra imong job desk and gamay ra pud ang imong job press, still you are part of the organization and you are important. Okay? Should realize your significance in the organization. Next would be autonomy. Autonomy is a job characteristic that gives employees some discretion and control over job-related decisions, but it appears to be fundamental in building a sense of responsibility in workers. Let's say, for example, you are the supervisor of your company. So you have autonomy over the decisions that you make. Let's say, for example, imong team, kay wala din nagsuot og PPE. What will you do? So ikaw, dili na nimo ipaabot kay manager. Imo na siyang idisiplina mismo. Sa imuha pa lang daan, okay? Nga area before mo dako ang problem. So ikaw mismo magdisiplina na ka sa iya. So you have autonomy over your team. So you have responsibility and um the power to make the power or the initiative to make decisions in your kuan pa lang daan, in your level pa lang daan sa management. So that's autonomy. So people tend to likes to have autonomy, okay, over their subordinates. Na nagyuday sila kana bitawng initiative to make decisions themselves. Dili na nila padako ng problem. So kapalo na sila mo solve. So the more responsible they are with their subordinates, the more they have autonomy. Next would be feedback. It refers to information that tells workers how well they are performing. So feedback plays a big role when it comes to improvement for job engagement also. So diha nimo mabalaan nga okay, sa di akong performance, maayo day ko ani nga area. Karon pa pud ko ka-realize kay based sa ilahang gi-assess sa ako. Okay. Next would I guess that's it. I will be ending here. So ako i-continue for part 3. Thank you everyone and goodbye.